Yamaha officially unveiled the updated 2022 Yamaha MT-10, the big papa bear of Yamaha's MT family that also includes the MT-125, MT-03, MT-07, and the MT-09. If you've ever ridden this bike, you know that the R1, yes, that R1, derived CP4 engine makes it one of the most remarkable experiences that Yamaha has ever crafted. But as the engine and chassis continue to get better with age, some would say that the design continues to slack. But in today's video, we're going to look at the updated Yamaha MT-10 and see how much Yamaha has evolved their most powerful hyper-naked motorcycle. And for a quick introduction, my name is Joey and this is my YouTube channel, Bertoni Motors, a place for me and my thoughts on motorcycles and cars. And if that tickles your fancy, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Now, when talking about the MT-10, it's really hard not to start off looking at the updated legendary liquid-cooled CP4 cross-plane engine that is closely related to the legendary R1. Yamaha knew that they needed to find new ways to increase the bike's power and torque, but they also needed the engine to be cleaner to meet the latest Euro 5 emission targets. Obviously no easy task, but Yamaha was up to the challenge. Yamaha's MT-10 now benefits from lightweight aluminum forged pistons, offset conrods, and direct plated cylinders in order to ensure maximum efficiency. Now, to boost the road focus mid-range, steel conrods are used rather than the titanium components used on the R1, and the moment of the inertia of the crankshaft is increased. Fuel injection settings have been changed for an even higher level of linear torque between 4,000 and 8,000 RPM, and the design of the intake and exhaust system is also modified to give the MT-10 a more thrilling and unique quote-unquote 360 torque emotion character. Now, what does that all mean? Well, for 2022, the bike's power increases from 158.2 brake horsepower to 163 brake horsepower. And while torque also increases from 81.9 pound-feet to 82.6 pound-feet, peaking at 11,500 RPM and 9,000 RPM respectively. Now, fuel economy is also improved, CO2 levels reduced, and the more powerful engine meets Euro 5 regulations. Yamaha deserves a gold star and a cookie for their work on this bike. The sound made by any motorcycle, whether the intake or the exhaust, is one of the most defining characteristics, and Yamaha's engineers have focused on creating a unique soundtrack for the MT-10 by designing an all-new intake system. With an uneven firing interval of 270, 180, 90, 180, the MT-10's CP4 crossplane technology engine emits a very distinctive intake and exhaust noise, characterized by rumbling growl at low RPMs and a high-pitched roar, kind of like a scream at the higher RPMs. Yamaha's development team has custom-made a new tuned intake sound for the 2022 model by using an all-new air cleaner box that is equipped with 3 intake ducts with different lengths and cross-sections. Each duct produces a different intake sound, and they are designed to resonate harmoniously at varying engine speeds to create a unique intake roar that enhances the overall riding experience. Now, the big torque experience is heightened by a new acoustic amplifier grills that are positioned on the front left and front right of the 17-liter fuel tank. These amplifiers transmit the tuned induction sounds directly to the rider, and the vibration of the grills themselves also contribute to the thrill and the excitement experience when the rider opens up the throttle. Now, what does this all mean? Well, to put it bluntly, the bike is going to sound better whether you're crushing the mountain passes or just going down the street to pick up some milk. Now, I usually don't tend to talk about stock exhaust on motorcycles because it seems like everyone throws something a bit more free-flowing onto the bike the moment they can afford it. But Yamaha has fitted a new titanium exhaust onto the MT-10 that's not only lighter and better looking than the previous model. This should allow the screams of the CP4 to really come through in the most beautiful of ways. Now, let's talk about the black sheep in the room, Yamaha's new styling updates on the MT-10. Yamaha calls the updated powerful and dignified, but I can't stop thinking about the Transformers or Gundam Wing. Now, don't get me wrong, some people love this style of motorcycles. Like, look at basically everything coming out of Kawasaki's factory right now. But then there are people like me that don't understand it at all. And if you're new to the channel, I had a Yamaha MT-07 before they updated to that single Cyclops headlight, and I think Yamaha should have kept their styling at that because it was just different enough to be cool, and now I feel like they've gone too far. But let's talk about the updates Yamaha gave to the MT-10. First off, twin LED headlights under a strip of LED running lights that looks identical to a heavy-browed human. Talking about those eyebrows. Now, it looks like it's kind of peering directly into your soul no matter how you look at it. I don't really like it, a bit creepy. Now, to clean up the bike's design, Yamaha removed a lot of plastic off the MT-10, including the large side panels. This allows the enlarged ducts to push more air to the engine. More air to the engine, more power to the bike. Now, the MT-10's outstanding front braking system features dual floating 320mm discs with 4-piston radial-mounted calipers. The same system is used on the R1. But for 2022, a new Brembo radial brake master cylinder is featured, giving improved braking feel at the lever for an increased controllability. The next evolution of the MT-10 comes fully equipped with an R1-derived 4.2-inch full-color TFT display that features a clear and easy-to-read screen with all of the key information in view. Right, a menu switch on the right handlebar enables the rider to select which information is displayed, while the mode and select switch on the left side of the handlebar can be used to change the intervention levels of the electronic rider aids, or where applicable to turn them on and or off. Now, talking about riding aids, the MT-10 is equipped with wheelie control, engine brake control, cornering ABS, cornering traction control, and Yamaha's SCS slide control system all as standard. 4 riding modes provide presets for the rider aid systems, though they're individually adjustable if you want to dive deeper into those settings. In addition, Yamaha has also introduced the variable speed limiter, the YVSL, that gives the rider the ability to set a top speed limit to suit various situations, as well as ensuring that the public road speed limits are not accidentally exceeded, because let's be honest, no one has ever gone faster than the speed limit signs, right? The systems can also be useful when riding through unfamiliar areas or in adverse conditions. Now, previously available as an optional extra, the quickshift system, the QSS, is now fitted as an original equipment on the 22 MT-10. Now, by enabling smooth clutchless shifting, this system makes full-on acceleration even more exciting. Downshifting is also smoother and faster. As for weight, the MT-10 is not a small bike, and even with ripping off a lot of the plastics and giving it new titanium parts, the MT-10's 467-pound weight is a bit heavier than previous models. Now, color, availability, and price. Yamaha is going to offer the new MT-10 in 3 color options: the Cyan Storm, the Icon Blue, and the Tech Black. Obviously, I'd be going for the Tech Black because there's too much color for me on the other 2 options. Now, deliveries are set for Europe in February of 2022, with no information on when the MT-10 will be making its way to the USA. As for a price, Yamaha has left us all guessing, but since the 2021 MT-10 has an MSRP of $12,999 in the US, it won't be more than a few $100s in either direction. That's my best guess. Now, final thoughts. Let's wrap this video up. The Yamaha MT-10 is a kind of a jack of all trades kind of bike. It's a wicked fun naked bike, but you can throw some bags on it and it instantly becomes a wonderful touring bike, except for those range issues. It's a great bike that shows you don't have to reinvent the wheel to assemble a great motorcycle, right? This engine is going on, what, a decade and a half of constant improvement? It's a great bike. While I've got no desire to add one to my garage, I do have the desire to spend a few days on it cruising around the Pacific Northwest or the southern coast of Spain. But to be fair, that's most motorcycles that are coming out nowadays. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. What are your thoughts on Yamaha's MT-10? Is this the top of the line in the hyper naked market? Or are you looking for something more better styling, something a little Italian, something different? But let me know in the comments. Would love to chat it out. Now, go out there and ride safe.